As you're preparing to learn the anatomy for the nervous system practical test, there are a couple of resources that you are going to want to access. You're definitely going to want to use any resources that I've placed up on e-learning, and then you're going to also want to go into Connect and use the anatomy and physiology revealed. So this page should look familiar to you, as this is what it looks like when you log into Connect. If you scroll down a bit here and look over here on the left, you'll see under Resources, Anatomy and Physiology Revealed. So click on that, and you're going to end up on this page. Now, there are a lot of structures in your body that we are not asking you to know. So you're going to need to modify your list. Now, I've already modified it for you, and there is a code that you can find up on e-learning. You can find that list in the APR section of your resources folder. It will allow you to just select from the structures that you have to know from your anatomy objectives. So you will click on My, and then you will do Add Delete List, and then you want to add a list. When you go into APR in the e-learning page and scroll down, you will see the course content code and the list name that you will need to make a specific anatomy list in APR. So you can just click on that to copy it, add a list, and then paste that code. Click OK. Now it's giving me a duplicate code error because I've already entered this in. But you will see this pop up. Click on that and select that list. When you go into a module like nervous system, you're going to see My Course Content and All Content. Now be aware, sometimes it takes a little bit for it to populate your specific list once you've entered that code. So give it a little bit of time if it seems like a really long list at first. And let's say you want to look at the brain anatomy and start with a lateral view. Now, what I would suggest is getting rid of all of the layers so that you can see everything underneath. But it's pretty nifty, actually. So if you notice right now, I'm looking at a mid-sagittal view of the brain. So you can see the corpus callosum, the thalamus, and so on. But then I can add back some connective tissue that goes down between these hemispheres. And then I can add back on the cerebrum with its arachnoid layer over it. And then I can add the dura mater, and then the skull, and then skin. You can just go down your anatomy list and click on each of these structures and it will highlight where it is. There's my central sulcus, post-central gyrus right behind that, and my pre-central gyrus right in front, the right hemisphere, temporal lobe, and so on. So this is a really good resource for you to be able to find these different structures. You've got your structures of the ear that you need to know. So you've got the external acoustic meatus, tympanic membrane, and then we'll be able to find also under vision, lateral view of the eye, for example, and you can again go through each of the layers and find all of the structures that you need to know. Now, in addition to the anatomy and physiology revealed, you also have access to the practice atlas for anatomy and physiology. So while you're in Connect, click on that, and then you will have access to all kinds of images. So use this table of contents over here to help you find everything that you need that's on your anatomy list. So again, the model side by side with a cadaver.